Hey guys, hey, this is Laura Kate. Hey, I wanted to bring a little storytelling time with you tonight to hopefully convey a powerful word that I have, a conviction that I have to share. So I have two candidates that I'm going to be talking about in like a story form. So I'll explain it as I go. So I have President Ronald Reagan, and I have who we all were well known, and then I have Molly Pepper from my MBA program. She was a professor there, a very talented individual. So, anyway, President Ronald Reagan, he knows her. And this is the story. He knows her. So, anyway, he gets his phone. They didn't have cell phones that day. So, he gets out his phone, bring. And he has people that are auditing this phone call, right? So, he has multiple people listening to this phone call. It's being recorded. The transcript will be written down. So, bring. We have President Ronald Reagan. Hello, Molly Pepper. Hello. She answers the phone and she says, hello. And he says, Molly Pepper, jump. There's just dead silence on the end of the phone. And he hangs up the phone. What's he talking about? Is he talking about, is this an inside story? Should she know what he's talking about? I mean, there's so many things, there's so many tangents that you could take from that. Is it a death threat? Is he telling her to do something that she shouldn't? There's so many stories that you could conjure up about it. You know, when I was little, I used to pedal jump, right? Get on my rain boots, my umbrella. We'd go out and we'd pedal jump with our raincoats. Oh my gosh, how fun. Kids jumping. Hopscotch, jump. Somebody that's jumping off a bridge for suicide. The FBI runs out there with their agent to try and talk them out of it. I met one of those agents who was skilled at that. It was at a conference, and he happened to lead a negotiations course. And so anyway, interesting fella. High regards and high ranks. Anyway, we could talk about bungee jumping, where you're strapped in. We could talk about jumping out of a plane. Now, there's two options with jumping out of a plane, though. You could jump out of a plane without anything on, perish. I don't know. That wouldn't be very fun. Someone could, but it'd be free will, right? You would jump. What else? You could jump out of a plane. You could have a parachute on. You could jump out of a plane attached to an instructor. They have a parachute on. You have a parachute on. You know, there's so many references that the word you call somebody up, the phone call is being audited, and you say, Molly Pepper, jump. There's nothing to lead, really, context there. You could use your imagination, and you could delve that in. Whatever Molly Pepper does next is in her decision-making skills. Let's say she jumps in a rowboat and rows around the lake to go get some exercise. That's up to her. There was a black woman in New York. This showed up in the news. This was, I think, last year. She jumped from one of the towers. And I believe she'd been like Miss Universe, probably Miss America, black woman. She jumped to her death. And there was really no story or a knowingness why she jumped. At least that's what I read. Why did she jump? This is Laura Kate.